Welcome to this mini tutorial on the topic of setting boundaries around your reading. Anyone who's been through the dissertation writing process will recognise that setting boundaries around your reading is a good idea. In the early stages, it's very common to feel that reading for my dissertation is never ending. There always seems to be another article or book that I should be reading. How will I know when it's okay to stop? This is normal, but be careful. Treat the literature with caution. The literature can draw you in further and further until it can feel impossible to get out. It can make you feel guilty if you think about leaving it. You may start to feel that you're drowning in it. If you do not boss it, it will boss you. Take control. You need to learn to treat your reading as a process that you are in charge of. Here are some tips that can help you to stay in charge. Acknowledge that it is impossible for you to read everything that could be relevant. Always know why you're reading a particular source. Decide what you're looking for within that source. Identify the key sources in your field of research, which the reader will expect to see in your reference list, and make sure you do include them. Identify where your research links across to other fields. Make your decision about how far it is wise to venture into those other fields. Make informed decisions on what to include and exclude, and explain these to your reader. For example, explain clearly to the reader that there is literature on X, Y, and Z, but that this will only be summarised briefly within this dissertation because. Explain clearly to the reader that relevant research has also been done within the related fields of A and B, but that this is only briefly mentioned within this dissertation because. And explain clearly to the reader that you will present overviews of the related areas of C and D, but that there is no space in this dissertation to go into more depth. Such explanations will show the reader that you are aware of the wider context within which your research fits. You're aware of the wider reading that would be useful to do if time allowed. You're able to set realistic limits around what can be done within a small-scale research project. You can present reasoned argument as to why this extra reading is not essential to this particular study. And you're confident of your academic judgment. Boundaries are essential. You need to identify them and look over them, but you need also to stay predominantly within them.